fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Good morning.
You freaks ready for the big show?
Really big show, really big.
Ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
But first,
Don't forget.
Today is National Pecan. But how do you say it? Pecan, however you say it. Day.
How do you usually say it?
I don't usually say it.
Celebrate National Pecan Day.
We seem to be missing a box of pecans.
showtime.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome. We're just getting started a little late, but we're still here. Happy Thursday, April 14th, 8:06 is our time. Chris, you waking up, man?
I'm awake.
You good to go today? Angela, you good to go
I got
today?
stuck behind a damn school bus.
I was wondering why you were so late today.
Aw.
You're normally not that late.
No. But that's okay. Kids have to be safe, so. But I did get stuck behind a school bus, and I did say a few choice words. You were just wondering. My own fault.
We appreciate everybody joining us today on the show. Everybody's jumping in already. We'll have a lot of fun as we normally do. As always, there's so much to talk about in the world in the fastest 2 hours morning talk radio.
Goes by so fast.
100.7 The Viper. As always, share the show on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. You can catch us as well on ViperRocks.com. You can stream us there. We're on YouTube, The Morning Edge as well. Okay, it's National Pecan Day. It's pecan, right? Not pecan?
I believe it's pecan, yes.
Okay, thank you.
But we're both from here, so we probably say it the same.
Get yourself some pecans. The woman from Georgia, Eric's cousin, who called us the one time.
Oh, yeah, she probably says something
Give me
like
some
that.
pecans out there. It's also National Ex-Spouse Day, whatever the hell that means.
National Ex-Spouse Day?
Yeah, ex-spouse.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it is.
There's a real day for that?
There's a real day
Wow,
for that.
I guess we have to honor even the ex-spouses.
Yeah, let us know in the Facebook line if it's pecans. I thought it was pecans.
I believe it's pecan. Although
So-
they're going to type it out, and we're not going to know what they're saying.
Well, E-E.
That's how they're going to. All right, so if you think it's that way, write it all out like that.
Dash cans, pecans.
Or just say not the way Vic says it, because I agree with Vic. So
The sun is shining again today.
that makes everything better, doesn't it?
Everybody
Yeah.
good? Everybody survive?
Yeah, we will rebuild
All right.
the spring storm of 2022.
I don't know. I was a little mad that I had to scrape my car windows to come into work today because they were frozen over. So that annoyed me.
What'd you do yesterday?
I didn't know.
Because I
we
know
were-
you didn't go to the Cardinals game.
No, I didn't. I'm not doing anything. But
So you just sat at home.
I drove there and then didn't have to go in and didn't have to do any work. So, but I had to be there.
Must be nice.
So, the Cardinals didn't play. They'll get back to action tonight. They're in Milwaukee. Blues are playing tonight as two. That's a good thing. By the way, the weather people said that one little ingredient disappeared.
Yeah,
Glenn-
it's called the sun.
Glenn Zimmerman explained it like Jenga. You have everything's built up and you take one piece out and it all comes crashing down.
Did you see the meme? There's a meme where they have all the ingredients for tacos and then they have tacos and they're like, but if you take this out, you don't have tacos.
To
And
compare
that's
it
why
to weather?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I didn't have the weather. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Absolutely, they were. So
That's the job to have.
Weather?
I'm sorry.
it is.
What, because you can never really be wrong?
Exactly.
But if you do, Dave even said that he was wrong. Dave Murray, who joined us like 20 years ago, and some guy still like up to the
To
point
this
where.
day?
Yep, he didn't. He did not. He did not let it go. And by the way, if you don't tell what happens and something happens, you'll never be forgiven, especially in this town.
Oh, that's guaranteed.
Ever. So it's always better to be safe and sorry. I think we're all happier we didn't have to deal with a tornado
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody
Or
really wanted
hail.
a tornado.
or tornado conditions.
Yeah,
So,
I think they told me baseball-size hail, and I saw no hail, so that was good.
I have to say, but guess not to be self-serving, but I want to be polite at the same point in time. But thank you for all of the happy birthday wishes that are all over the Facebook line this morning.
Whose
Wait,
birthday
whose
is it?
birthday is it?
Mine.
Today is your birthday?
It's all over our Facebook line.
I don't see any birthday.
I don't either.
If you go, but there's like 10 of them in a
Oh,
row.
well, I'm glad they remembered because I didn't even know when your birthday was.
I didn't want to have to say thank you for them because I don't want to sound self-serving, but thank you.
I
you,
would have
thank
brought you a hat to wear on your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God, no.
Like a little birthday
No
hat.
ki-
No, you
no
know who we're
kitty
going to talk
hat.
about in birthdays? We're going to talk about Vic and our birthday list.
We got shots.
Yeah. Shot. No, there's no shots.
What does that
Happy
make
birthday.
you? Do you
Yeah.
believe in all that sign stuff? Probably not. But what is your
What do you mean the sign stuff?
zodiac sign? What is
You know
it?
what, though? Here's real quick before I tell you.
Uh-huh.
I've always wondered if people are kind of like their quote signs,
Right.
or if you read it and then you take on those qualities, maybe.
Fair enough. Okay.
Or if you notice you're a lot like that or not,
Right.
for whatever the purpose is of the signs, probably 75, 80%.
Really?
of what
Okay.
my
What sign is it? You're not. What are you?
You're gonna go, oh my God, of course he is, because I can tell
Pisces.
you're into the. I can tell you're
You're a
into the signs.
Pisces.
No.
What are you?
What's loyal and hard charging?
I thought that was a Leo.
Oh,
And
no,
that's
no,
in
no.
August.
Loyal.
So that's not it. What else is loyal?
Loyal and tough and strong
I don't know. Tell me what it is.
and
Don't make me Google it.
Aries.
Oh, you're an Aries. Okay, an Aries.
Oh, there's like people jump. You say it and people are jumping in.
I
on the
don't know
Facebook
much
line.
about the Aries because I've never really dealt with an
I've
Aries.
never encountered the
well,
Aries.
I've obviously encountered them, but I've never dealt with them in long periods. But they're not related to me. I never dated one. It's not like that.
What is okay? Chris's birthday is in May.
Okay.
When is your birthday? We never
November.
even talked about that.
November. So
okay, so you joined us
Sagittarius-
right after.
So stubborn.
November what?
27.
Okay.
So stubborn and really stubborn.
My birthday's in May.
Yeah, just like my ex-wife.
My birthday's not in May.
Oh, I thought it was May. What did I say?
Wait,
When's your birthday again?
He said it was like.
I thought your birthday's
He
May.
said it was like he was agreeing with you, and he's like,
When is your
"That's not
birthday,
my
buddy?
When's
in
your
11
birthday?
days. I'm right after you.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's
you
right.
guys
I
are
thought it was like
together?
May 3rd or something. That's why.
You guys are like in a little
so
club.
wait a second. You're 25th?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are in a little club together?
Yeah.
A little birthday club?
That's like
But that's not Aries, I don't think.
Taurus.
That's right. That's why I was most of Taurus is May, I thought.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew. I remember it being there. Yeah. Get the shot.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm not getting into that. I'll
Why?
tell you how old I am if Angela tells you how old she is.
We've been through this. I've told you guys, but I'm not telling everybody. on air.
Exactly. Exactly. Angela is
38?
her age,
Is that what
then
you
I'll
are?
go.
38? It's 37 last year. right?
38 every year.
Wow.
38 every year. I like it.
Doing good.
We're doing good. No, I'll be curious to see who's on the birthday list for today, Angela, because the only ones I ever remember.
Well, I looked at it already, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, there was never really.
There's like 4 people that I know who they are.
Yeah, there's
Well,
one.
you got to add that fifth now.
Well, yeah. Well, he's now. Yeah, now there's a 5th person that
There
I
was
know.
there was just 2 things that I've always known that happened on April 14th that were horrible in our nation's country. Yeah, our country history. As Michelle says, age is only a number, and because time doesn't exist, as Angela tells us.
Yep, time's a construct. Took
Don
my
says
people.
38 makes me a millennial. That is funny. Chris, why don't you buy me some stock in Twitter?
Can I say
as a
something
birth-
that's really funny? Yesterday, my mom asked me when your birthday was. My mom was like,
Stop it.
When is Vic's birthday? And I'm like, I don't know. We don't talk about
What?
birthdays. She
What would
literally
make your
asked
mom
me
ask
last
that?
night. I have no idea. And then I was like, I guess I can ask tomorrow. And then
She's-
it just can't, like, she knew.
Yeah, she's
it was
plugging
your-
into some interesting things.
Uh-huh. She somehow knew it was your birthday. And I know she's listening. So, Mom, you're weirdly in sync with when Vic's birthday was.
What's your
Twitter
mom's
stock,
name?
you say?
Yeah, I said, why don't you buy
Why don't
me a
you
couple?
buy me some?
Well, why don't you
I'll
buy
buy
me
you
some Twitter?
and then you buy me some for my birthday.
Okay, here's what we'll do. You'll
How
buy.
about that?
You have a bunch of excess income
Oh,
and
yeah.
disposable income sitting around,
So much.
so you can buy me some first. I'll make money, and then I'll buy you some.
Okay.
We'll use your money
Deal.
to make us both money.
There you go.
That sounds like a great deal.
What's the Twitter
for
stock?
me.
Yeah.
Well, the Twitter stock is jumping. I haven't looked at it right now, but if anybody hasn't looked, Mr. getting in the headlines every day now, Elon Musk, says that he has made his best and final offer to pay $54.20 a share and buy 100% of Twitter.
Whoa, he's trying to buy them all?
For $43 billion.
Woo!
And he wants to
Whoa.
take the social media company private.
Damn it, man.
Yes. If you want to buy me a birthday gift, buy me some Twitter share. I'm curious to see where this one's going to go.
I know where it's going.
I kind of dig him because he's kind of weird.
It's going to
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, he is.
That's where it's going.
He's 50 years old, by the way.
He's a genius, by the way.
He's a genius.
Did not know
He's
that.
got
Okay.
Asperger's. My cousin has Asperger's, and he is like a genius as well. Just off the charts. It's like, wait a second. I feel very weird talking to you because
Yeah.
I feel like
You can't keep up.
I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I feel very inadequate right now.
Yep.
And he looks at me like, what's wrong with you?
Yep.
He's like, okay, you're really dumb.
Like, keep up here, buddy.
But we really are dumb to them people.
Cindy says the Twitter stock right now, $45.85.
And how much did Elon offer per share? 54?
Yeah, $54.20 a share, buying 100%.
Wow.
Mark Harris, aka somebody else, says, and you actually think they will sell Vic? That offer is a joke. Okay. I don't think it's a joke, but I think it would make great Twitter sense because guess what? Even Elon Musk has called out certain celebrities for not tweeting. He doesn't think they're tweeting anymore. He says he could take it private and blow it up. He says that it's just not under the correct leadership. We've seen that. I mean, we've seen what Twitter's done. They're not a good company.
No.
They're a bad company. They're a company that's against freedom of speech. They're basically a communist company, and they've proven to be that. I mean, what company is going to give Vladimir Putin his own Twitter account still after Putin still has a Twitter account, but guess who does it?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and sweet Vicky Hartzler, U.S. Senate candidate, a female farmer from Kansas City, because she said women's sports are for women, not men pretending to be women. I'm an ex-track coach, and if anybody knows the human body and the differences between the physiological makeup between a male and a female and what a, quote, magic potion drug of hormones really doesn't do, it's me. She's like, somebody has to stand up for girls and women's sport. So Twitter banned her.
They're blocking anybody who says that, though, by the way.
Yeah,
Like anybody
that's what I'm saying.
who says.
Well, it doesn't matter. The point is,
it doesn't matter if it's a million people or
That's right.
one.
That's right.
So free speech and for sticking up for women and girls. We've been told our whole life that women and girls have had the short end of the stick. So you try to stick up for women and then you get banned. Tucker Carlson is banned from Twitter as well. So yeah, Twitter is not in a good place, and it hasn't been in a good place for a while. And he is trying to buy Twitter.
Well, there you go. All right.
What would it be like? You're 50 and you can just go buy Twitter or offer Twitter for $43
Like I said,
billion.
I dig him because he's so weird. That's why I dig him.
I
Like
know.
every time you think you got the guy figured out, he doesn't.
Could you imagine being married to Elon Musk?
Oh gosh, no. I don't like him that much. I like to watch him from a distance.
I know, but it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. John, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday wish, my friend. If I see
My mom texted me and said I should sing to you, and I said I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing to you.
Yeah,
But
I
just so
get it.
you know, my mom is singing. To
By
me
the way, I
somewhere.
looked down. Somebody wanted to know what sign your mom is.
She's a Gemini.
Somebody wondered if she was
There's probably
a
something about
Pisces.
by being some sort of psychic, probably.
I don't know if is that what Pisces are.
I don't know. She's also stubborn.
Melissa with the text of the day or message of the day. Time doesn't exist, but unfortunately wrinkles do.
Ah, true. It's true.
Even if you Botox poison them out, they come back.
Is that true?
Heck yeah, it is. That's why people have to go and continue.
Oh, I guess you got to keep going, right?
That's right.
Once you start, you can't stop. That's the deal with that.
Well, or it's just natural gravity happens.
Like once you start, this is a great question that maybe someone can answer because I don't think that any of us know. But once you start, like if let's say you start and then you stop, do you like age faster or do you just catch up to the age you missed? I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, we'll call somebody and ask.
Okay, cool.
John says, well, at least not on my face.
John who?
Parker. He doesn't have wrinkles.
Yeah, he does.
No, I don't think he does. Last time
No?
I saw him.
Oh. Okay.
No, but that's it. Paula, thank you. What's your Twitter name? I'm under Twitter. I think it's Victor, like most of them, Victor Faust or Victor J. Faust. I was on Twitter a ton when I was in Michigan. I came here and I started to be on Twitter.
And then he stopped.
Tried to build up a lot of followers, and then I just got so sick of all of it was just mean and nasty, and I was
just
like,
can't keep up with all those social media channels.
I'm
You're
at
supposed to be
Victor J. Faust on Twitter, at Victor J. Faust. Aaron says Twitter's bad. Facebook is worse. Wish you guys would diversify your platform so I wouldn't have to come on Facebook to engage with you all. That's one perspective.
Well, we got that text line that you could text if you wanted.
We do, and I never give the text number because Chris never reads the text.
Ah, well, that.
Brendan, when he comes in, although Brendan's here half the time now, reads the text line. So who knows? Maybe we'll jump him in. We'll see. Michelle says Pisces are very intuitive.
Oh, there you go. I didn't. So that makes sense that Pisces would be intuitive.
What'd you say? I was doing some, but I did catch the end of that.
Angela
What was
says
that?
Aaron asked us for another platform.
Yeah, what'd you say
besides
about Brandon?
Facebook.
And I said there's a text line they
And
could
I
call
said, but
or
the text
message.
line, Chris doesn't usually check the text line, but Brendan does.
Because I let you do your job. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, and Brendan is here half the time now.
What?
If you go back and look at the last month, Brendan has been here half the time.
Well, excuse me. I went on vacation.
So there we go.
Angela's missed just as much as I have.
I've missed 3 days.
3
days.
I think I've heard John Parker.
Total.
I think I've heard John Parker
In 3
say this
months, I've
before.
missed 3 days.
And this is one of the grossest things I think John has ever said.
What? I don't know what I want
He's
to
like,
know it.
my face, you don't see any wrinkles, but the rest of my body looks like an unmade waterbed.
Oh, my God. That's probably true for all of us getting older.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, my God. Okay. We're having some fun. Elon Musk. I don't think Twitter sells out to him, though.
No, there's no way.
I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
Nope.
I do.
I don't think the investors of
$10
Twitter
more
will
a
do it.
share than what it's worth right now.
It's an amazing
You'd have to get everyone on
offer.
board with that, though. And
It's an
everybody's not going to
amazing-
be on board with that.
Yeah, but I
because-
thought he already bought 10%.
Yeah, but he says that if
And he's the biggest shareholder.
he
right?
says that if his offer is not accepted,
Yeah.
he will think very, very hard about selling all the stock that he just bought, which will plummet it.
It'll tank.
It'll tank Twitter.
Yeah. So you got to think about if you are a shareholder for Twitter, if he doesn't buy all of it, what are you going to do with yours?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
Because you're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
That's where
and
you're-
he's offering almost $10 a share more.
It's insane.
That's a lot.
The only
that's
way
pretty
you
good.
wouldn't do that, or if they did, is because they want to send a message to Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you can.
The majority of the shareholders.
Well, if they do, it's going to cost them a lot of money.
Exactly. And hey, if that's
So
what you're about, go for it.
That's a bonus for Elon.
But how
Really.
many people know other people who have money who are just giving it away?
Nobody? Well, wait a minute. I know one.
That are just giving their money away.
Yeah, but he don't pay people.
What?
Eric Johnson.
Oh, I was like, well, he gives his money away to guitar stores. I know that.
But he won't give it to us.
Guitar Center has all my cash. You know what I'm saying?
They got a special vault in the back, the
Yeah.
Eric Johnson vault.
What a fantastic story you guys are talking about today. You know, it's like when you go out in the surf in Pensacola. Twitter's like the little kids surfing around. Then all of a sudden, a big shark is out there, and you're like, "Oh, damn! Do you keep surfing or do you go into the shore? What do you do, man?"
Well, Mark Harris, a.k.a. another man who likes to come on the show.
I've never heard that name until today.
No.
Is he new?
No, the name Mark Harris has been around for the beginning.
Okay.
It's an alias. Let's just say that.
Oh, it's somebody else's name.
Mark Harris says the high was $70 at one point in time for Twitter, but that's been a while, buddy. I think it's been years.
Wait, do I know who's missing and who Mark Harris really is?
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay,
Here's
cool.
the deal. Twitter could, if he gave $80 a share, if he paid $100 billion for this thing, whatever, he would make his money back eventually. He could,
Exactly.
The problem with Twitter is they don't care about the money; they care about the ideology.
Bingo.
And as soon as
Angela called
Elon,
that out.
as soon as Elon comes in, this thing rivals every multimedia media platform. So. What a stupid decision if you own shares in Twitter today if you don't take his offer.
At 54.
Yeah. You've just
over
showed
$54 a share to buy the entire company for $43 million.
You've just showed all your cards. You
Sold!
showed all your cards. You just showed the entire world that you are a left-wing ideological.
Everybody knows that,
Well,
Eric.
do they?
Yes.
Do they?
I don't know, man. I don't think that many people are mad at their money.
No, they're not.
And
You're
I
right.
think they might sell. I do. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Well, I'm sure that Dorsey doesn't want his fun little experiment going over to a Elon Musk.
But I'm sure he doesn't want his stock to collapse.
Why would it collapse?
Because
he's
Elon
just
Musk
running
owns 10% of Twitter.
And Elon,
what do you think will happen if he sells all 10%?
He's going to sell. He's going to
think
sell.
it'll go
If they
straight to
don't-
the floor.
If they don't
think you're right,
sell
Greg.
sell the company to him, he'll be like, "See ya, sucker.
Right.
Yeah.
This is fun."
And Twitter stock will
What am I
plummet.
off to the next thing to do?
You're right, and he's got Asperger's, so they got a lot of OCD. They're going to be on you until they figure out how to fix that problem. He wanted
Are
to
you
go.
serious?
He wanted to go to the moon, Vic, and guess what?
He did.
He's halfway to the damn moon.
He beat NASA.
I know.
He's better than NASA right now.
He is. He's going to start a hotel in space. Is NASA going to do that? No, I don't
thought he
think
wanted
so.
to go to Mars, though.
Yeah, I think he
Did
does.
he switch from
No.
Mars to the moon? Because I thought he wanted to go to Mars and like
No, he wants to go everywhere.
start like a little colony
Why
on Mars.
haven't? And that's something we need to talk to at some point in time. If we really went to the moon, why haven't we gone back?
Because it's a cold, dismal place
Yeah, I
like
mean,
East
what-
St. Louis.
No, I heard a scientist say he did a national interview that said we had the technology to do it,
Who cares? It's a
and then
rock.
we just tore it up, and now we don't have the technology to go there anymore.
Because what's the good of it? It's like real estate.
Yeah,
is,
because it's deeper. Something's going on the moon. I'm convinced, Eric.
I don't think there's anything going on the moon. I don't think there, and that's why we're not going there. It's
And
not
we
a
had
priority.
to act like we were going there.
yeah.
Well,
Is that what it was?
Human beings.
I don't know.
There's that.
I'll buy into the we never actually went there at all. Some sort of plot.
Oh,
I'll
now
go,
stop
I'll go to
it.
that road.
Stop
We all took a
it.
different side. Why can't I take the we never actually went to the moon side? We had to beat everybody else, so we like made a little production studio over there at Area 51 where no one's allowed to go because really there's a fake moon over there.
Vic, if we bought you a
Is that
ticket to go
Arizona?
to space, would you go?
Oh dear God.
It cost us a
I
couple
would.
mil, but would you go?
I would.
Oh
yeah.
You know why I would?
We could do we
Yes.
could do a hell of a Fox 2
We
special.
would
Vic,
because
send
I would
Vic Faust to space.
no because then I would leave. I would leave because
Remember
then,
Muppet- Muppets
that would
in
be so
space?
fun.
because I would do
Frogs in space.
yeah. Happy birthday, Vic. We're sending you to the moon.
Right.
go to Mars.
I would do because then I would sell advertising on myself.
Why
And-
not? Why not?
Exactly.
Yep.
My moon suit would look exactly like a NASCAR driver.
Ooh,
I would.
I like it. I dig
I would have
it.
patches of
Would be a
companies
really cool
all over me.
special. You should
Eventually-
totally pitch that today.
Eventually, it's going to be Adidas running wear spacesuits. It's going to be badass up there. Trust me, I get it.
Oh no, that's good. All right, Eric, it was good that you made it here before we actually took our first break today. We
That was
went a
good
little
talk
longer.
you guys had. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, man. I
Would you like
appreciate
to
it.
sing to him because you
Did
can
you-
actually
No,
sing?
I don't want him
can't
to
sing.
sing. Eric, you know,
How about you play that guitar?
I don't play guitar. Good happy birthday either.
no,
So,
Eric does. Eric has a good voice as well. Not only can he play the bass, and you always are self-deprecating yourself
I'm
about
not.
being a
just
bassist,
being truthful.
but I think you could also be the lead singer of Platinum Rock. I've heard you sing.
Go on. Keep talking.
Go on. Go on. Tell me more nice things.
Oh,
Hum us a couple melodies.
from the
Come
face.
on.
Can't do
I
it.
just got the best text. Eric should give you the $1,000 he owes you for your birthday.
Yeah,
Is that- oh,
that'd be a
that's
hell of a
the- okay.
birthday present, wouldn't it?
Probably. It's coming, dude. It's coming. Trust me.
I just give me a couple guitars, man. I'll go sell them.
Oh,
Just give me one.
You want a guitar?
Well, I don't know. You said if you have a bunch of them, just tell me where I can go
You
sell
guys
them.
could literally come into my basement, take a few, and I wouldn't even know. And I'm not proud about that either.
That's funny.
I'm
That's
I'm
great.
like Elon Musk of buying instruments.
All right, we got to get to break. Sorry.
It's horrible.
Eric's
It's horrible.
Can you happy birthday on the guitar that's in the hallway to Vic?
No, it's a no.
Man.
No, that's it. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp,
Why don't we just get him a male
and her
stripper?
psychic mom.
We'll just call the male strippers in, and they'll sing it for him.
I don't think strippers sing, sir.
Actually,
Oh, come on. Yes, they do.
there's a singing, stripping
A strippogram.
If
stripper.
there are any male strippers
Yeah.
nearby the station,
Yeah.
please come
Yep.
sing to Vic.
Actually, Eric, I want you to pay me in rubles now.
Rubles. Yeah, they're going through the roof.
Because I'm telling you, Russia, people, we'll talk about when we come back to the other side of the break. Russia is richer now than when the war started.
I know.
Sanctions have done nothing because they attached the ruble to gold, and everybody's still buying their energy.
Nice
It's
job.
insane. We'll get into the Russia-Ukraine situation a little bit. DeSantis is warning illegals, if you come to Florida, look out. We'll tell you what he had to say about that. Trump sounded off on the world problem that we have. Biden and the administration blaming everybody but themselves for inflation. We'll get to all of that as well. We got all kinds of things. We'll tell you what a protester did in Minnesota. The story didn't work.
And
all kinds of things.
I
to
hope you
to.
get to this too. BLM is going after the IRS for being racist.
I know.
I hope they
Let's
win
do that.
this
We'll
thing.
get we come back.
Woo! Come on,
You hope who
BLM,
wins
do
it.
this.
BLM is not going to win that. BLM got caught with a $6 million home and using all the funds that were supposed to help
Come on, man.
the African American communities on the top leaders themselves. It was sad, but we'll get into all of it. All right, Kevin Joseph. Putin is a chess player. You're listening to The Edge, fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Share the show, 100.7 The Viper. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more right after this.
Edge morning traffic.
A bit of slowing 64 eastbound in St. Charles County for drivers heading out of Lake St. Louis, and then a tap of the brakes 70 eastbound through the O'Fallon area. But the major issues this morning are over in St. Louis County. Big problems on 270 in West County. 270 southbound is jammed up from Maryland Heights all the way down to Town and Country from a multi-vehicle crash that was near Ladue. It's since been cleared. And then northbound 270 drivers are also facing delays from I-44 up through Manchester and the Des Peres area. Watch for a crash on 170 as well. It's in the southbound direction at Forest Park Parkway. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. The new Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is only $8.99, plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still hooked. I just took Metamucil every day for 14 days, and it's really that easy. Metamucil traps and removes the waste that weighs you down, so you feel lighter and more energetic. Now I never want to go back to that heavy feeling. Are you ready for the Metamucil 2-week challenge? For a coupon and daily support, sign up at Metamucil.com today.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress in O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight. Angela Sharp, and I'm Vic Faust of Fox Dude. Thanks for kicking in today. You guys can also share the show at 100.7 The Viper. Jump in. Join the conversation if you want to. Hell, if you want to give us a call, you can. 636-695-2915. Also, you can go to ViperRocks.com. You can stream the show as well. Eric, I can ask you, you and I are the only one. Well, Chris, have you ever been married before? I never asked you that. I didn't think so. And Angela, we know you've never been married.
Nope.
Okay. Is it possible to stay friends with your ex-spouse after divorce? Because it is National Ex-Spouse Day. Yes, that is something, believe it or not.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It is a question for Angela?
Oh, yeah. What's a question for Angela?
This is definitely a question for Angela.
If you can be friends, I don't have an ex.
I know you don't have an ex.
Uh-huh.
But the female mind will not let you be friends with your ex. It will not happen. Eventually, you will become friends, but when you break up, no, absolutely not.
What if you have kids?
You'd have to be
that's a different
then.
dynamic. That's a different dynamic.
Yeah, that's not friends. That's co-parenting.
Yeah, that's different.
Or cohabitating.
Yeah.
Or doing whatever.
I know a lot of
But what
people that wish they
constitutes a
didn't
friend?
have, that they love their kids, but they were like, man, I wish I didn't have kids with
Well,
that
a pastor in Kansas City came up with this term back in 1987, for what it's worth.
What term? Ex-spouse?
National Ex-Spouse Day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here's the deal with it.
Yeah.
68% of the almost 1,000 people who were surveyed said, yes, it is very possible to stay friends with your ex after divorce.
Absolutely.
14% said, definitely not.
I don't don't know. Like,
So-
is it? I guess it's much different than
18%.
boyfriend girlfriend situation.
The 18% said maybe.
Yeah. There's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering. But at some point, you look back and you go, but hold on. At some point, here's what freaks me out about that. At some point, you liked each other.
Right.
At some point, you would go out probably with your spouse and, I don't know, go to the bar, see bands together, maybe go to the symphony, maybe go hold hands in the park.
What are you saying? You and your ex would do this?
Any ex. Generalization. I'm just generalizing.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you get married and you go on that first little honeymoon romp, and then you go and get a house, and then all of a sudden you get in a big fight and you divorce. And you can't. I'm always freaked out by people that cannot
This
look
is great.
And then I always freak out by people that cannot look backwards in their life and go, you know what? We had a really cool thing. We were good friends at one time.
Well, Jeanette thinks that you can. Well, she knows that you can be friends with your spouse, right, Jeanette?
Yes, I do.
So tell us, what do you know?
I was married to my best friend, my ex-husband, for 23 years. We've been divorced for 10. We rode together to divorce court in the same car. We went to lunch afterwards.
Yes!
And then we lived together in the same house under the same roof for 4 years after that. The house was big enough. I had my own bedroom. He had his. We didn't bring people home to the house with us. And when my father died, my mom said it's time to come home. And so I did. And
You're
we
the
are still best friends.
exception
I talk
to
him
everything,
every
Jeanette.
day.
This is a great story. This is a great story.
I do like that because she realized that
You
they
realize
were
that this
good
doesn't
together.
exist anywhere else besides in
We're
Jeanette's
better
world.
friends than we were married, and we realized that. I told him we needed to buy a new dishwasher. He handed me a credit card. I said, no, by the way, I want a divorce, and he said, okay.
Okay, Jeanette, but here's my big question.
Wow.
Do you have children?
Yes, we have one together and one that I had prior to. But my son that we have together goes to his house every summer. He spends the summer with him. He's 16 now. He bought him a car for his 16th birthday, and the children have absolutely nothing to do with it. He lives in South Carolina. I live here now because I'm from here, and but that has absolutely nothing to do with it. We
Awesome.
talk every day on the phone, and it's been over 10 years now.
Yes. Why throw people away out of your
Well, yeah,
life?
but
Why
here-
throw
no,
people away?
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing.
Stupid.
But they both showed each other mutual respect. Many times in divorce, you'll have at least
Yes.
one person who does not do that.
What?
And especially it depends on how
Divorce
bad.
doesn't always have to end on a bad note.
Correct.
I mean,
It
you have
doesn't.
to accept the
Exactly.
fact that
I love you.
gave it a good run. You guys didn't love each other anymore. Why waste each other's
Yes.
time?
Bingo.
And move on.
You've shared a lot of
So
personal
don't try
stuff.
to take all the money from the other person then, right?
So,
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
No,
Speaking
no.
from personal
He makes
experience.
$180,000 a year. I make $58,000 a year, and I get $600 a month in child support.
What?
I swore to him I would never, ever, ever take more than what I need.
There you go.
My mortgage payment is $650
Oh.
a month, and all I want him to do is maintain my mortgage and maintain a roof over my son's
Love it.
head.
She's
and
You
I
know what,
support
Jeanette's great. I
everything
could have
else
had
in the
that
household.
situation too,
Well,
but I
And
had
oh,
a
by the way, I'm
selfish.
single.
I had a
I'm
se-
single, y'all.
She's
I don't,
single.
You know.
well,
Y'all.
if everything was so, if
Y'all.
everything was
And ready
so
to mingle.
great with your divorce, why did you get divorced?
Chris, this is
because
personal.
we kind of grew apart. It was kind of a mutual thing.
Yes. Keep preaching.
We were both in the military, and we spent a lot of time apart from each other. And every time we came back together again, we thought it would work, and it just didn't. And we were all we had for the time that we were married, and it got to the point to where he wanted to start seeing other people, and I did too. And neither one of us wanted to cheat on each other, and we just grew apart.
Yes.
We still love each other as people, but we're not in love with each other.
Man,
And I think that's a big thing that people don't understand.
you could make
You know?
We are
$180,000
certainly
doing
getting.
speeches.
We are certainly getting varying opinions.
What? There's
on the
no.
Facebook
There's no
line.
opinion.
Yeah,
is
there
this,
is.
No, this is like this
There
is.
doesn't have to be
No,
hate.
this
No,
is
there
not.
We don't need
doesn't
to
have
stay
to
together
be.
for the
Yeah.
kids' well-being. If there's
It takes
not,
two very mature people
if
to do
you,
that.
you can't sleep in the same bed without rolling over and turning your backs to each other, then there's no love there, I mean, the man was the greatest man in the world. My family loves him. He still comes. He came to my father's funeral. He held my hand. there doesn't have to be hate in all relationships whenever you divorce.
Preach, sister.
You know?
Preach.
Hey, Jeanette. Jeanette, I just did a
ours
birthday
ended that
shot on your story.
That's a very good point, Vic.
Yeah.
Look, Jeanette is right.
Teasing, of course.
Jeanette is right. You know what? I'll tell you a weird story. When I got divorced my second time, I was coming out through the elevators at the courthouse, and she looked at me and talk about one path or another. The door's open. There she goes, and she goes, we don't have to do this. And I looked at her and I go, yeah, it's probably a good idea we do. And I just walked right I just walked right past her. Sometimes it's a good thing just to take a break and just go your own way.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Thank you, Jeanette. You're awesome.
And of course, somebody on the line doesn't believe on the Facebook line doesn't believe Jeanette. Okay.
No, that's a great story.
Here it is. I believe every
never
word
understood
she
that.
said.
That makes more sense to me than.
But
than
here's the
hating
problem
somebody.
with the spouse situation. Yeah, it could end fine, but I'm telling you, and I know from experience, if one person gets very selfish and goes, "Well, I want this and I want that and I want this,"
Oh,
and
yeah, that's a different level of stuff.
Yes,
That's
and
different.
unfortunately, I know many more of those cases from my own personal experience.
Yeah.
And once you go get a certain kind of attorney, and if that attorney is a buster and thinks that they're gonna, and then the next thing you know, 6 years later, you're finally done.
Yeah, no, that's where it gets ugly, and I hate that part of marriage. I hate that it's a contract in Seattle.
It takes two people for it to go smoothly. As
In
Crystal
Seattle,
said.
Washington, I hate to keep bringing up Seattle. People don't get
Is that
married.
still a city?
It is for now.
They're still there.
Yeah,
I
they're-
mean, people still buy things there,
Yes.
and there's commerce. And
Yes, it's
it's not anarchy.
It is anarchy, trust me.
Okay.
But when I lived there, it was beautiful and it was awesome in there. And people didn't get married. They bought houses together. They loved each other. They would barbecue halibut on the
Eric,
back
you live
deck.
in a fantasy world.
I'm not living in a fantasy world. Because look, talk to
I'm
Angela.
Chris, not Vic, by the way.
Whatever your name is. Talk to Angela. Reality is not reality, is it?
That's right.
See, St. Louis, Missouri is a very odd
Well,
little
what's
place
reality?
as far as relationships go. It is odd.
Heck yeah,
I
it is so
I think
odd.
all of us will agree that St. Louis is a wacky place to
It
try
is
to date
wacky.
people.
Yes. St. Louis is not
All of
usual.
us.
It is, people are not laid back here when it comes to being in relationships.
Time out. Now you've taken
They're
this
not.
down there. What do you mean by laid back?
It
People
is
aren't laid back. What
like-
do you mean?
Because like Jeanette said, that's how a breakup should go. Let me tell you a story. My dad was actually with my mom when she passed away, and they were divorced for 20 some odd years. And they were friends their whole lives, right?
Right.
That's how it should be. You people come into your life, Angela, they're important to you for some
For
reason.
a reason, absolutely.
Why throw them away like they're trash? No, you don't do that. You keep them in your life. If you have a disagreement, you know what? And
unless they
right?
try to take your well-being away
Okay,
from you.
that's true.
I've only brought this up like 7 times. It
And I don't want to
clearly-
ask you more questions.
It clearly
but like,
does not sting
You
still.
are something's going on over there.
Hell yeah, there is.
I don't want to ask him more questions, but it sounds like maybe in that scenario, the person that was trying to get more stuff didn't want the divorce to begin with.
Ooh.
And that's what it sounds like in my head, like when you say it.
Is that true? Did you want the divorce or did she want the divorce?
No, she did.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
So I'm
came-
wrong. Okay.
And then came back
And changed your mind. So I'm
after
right.
we were
Yeah, you were
already
right.
after we were already in, but that was 9 months later.
Because that's something you do like when you're hurt. You're like, I'm so hurt. I want everything from you, right?
Well, then why is that still happening?
Still right now?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't feel like this is an on-air conversation.
Hell yeah, it is. I brought it up.
Well,
No.
you did. You did. You're very open with this part of your life.
Hell yeah, I'm open with most of it. It's like, damn.
I feel like I need to qualify. When it gets to a point where you're trying to hurt each other financially after it's over, that's
Exactly.
that's a different thing. I'm almost not even talking
I
about
blame
that.
attorneys
I'm
that
not
get in people's
maybe.
ears and
Yes.
like, you deserve this.
Yes.
You deserve that. And then those
Yes.
kinds of things. Then
Yes.
it gets ugly, ugly, ugly. And then that's why it's difficult to be friends
Yes.
afterwards.
Now I'll give you that. The financial thing is now it's war. All's fair in love and
It
war.
is, yeah. And if you go, once you hit down that track.
But if it just was people that were like, at one point we were romantic, and I don't find that romance anymore, there's nothing wrong with being friends with that person
Right.
and moving away. Come on, right?
I agree with that 100%.
Now, I'm sure you've dated a lot of people. Are you friends with them, or is it?
My goodness, I've dated a lot of people. I would say,
haven't?
no, I don't think
have
I
the way
dated
you
that
said
many. The
it.
way you said it was funny.
That was very.
Yeah, Eric, she's had halibut with a lot of people.
I am friends with
Go on.
all of my ex-boyfriends.
I love it.
Oh,
I love
my
it.
With the
exes.
exception of one that I haven't
boy.
seen or heard from. But
Just because he disappeared?
he disappeared. But it's
right.
not that I hate him. It's just that I haven't seen
Why
him.
did he disappear?
I don't know.
Maybe he moved, Chris.
I don't know, but there was one particular ex-boyfriend that I talked to him probably at least once a month on the phone, and I sent him.
That can't be the guy you went on a walk with.
No, it's not that.
That was the
guy.
most bizarre situation.
This guy
Let's go
is
for a walk.
married and has a baby, and his wife is very cool with the fact that we talk all
I love
the time.
it. I love it.
He's down in Nashville, so anytime I go down there, I say hi.
Do you go to his house?
I do. I've stayed the night there.
What?
That's cool.
I have sent.
Of course you would say it's
Well,
cool.
no, it's
I have sent a ton
awesome.
of auditions his way because he's a singer and stuff like that. So, like,
Eric
I mean,
Church.
it's
No.
not him. His name's
Do you sleep
Denver,
on the
just to be
couch when you
clear.
stay at his house?
What?
Eric.
He has an extra bedroom.
Mark Harris says, you must watch the Hallmark Channel too much.
Maybe I do. Maybe I have.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the
I love how we
Hallmark
just changed
Channel.
somebody's name and we're just like going about our
No.
day. And like, that's normal, by the way. That's not normal. Just be who you are, Drew. It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Todd says St. Louis is odd. Everyone on Tinder looking for a long-term relationship.
Good point. Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you.
Todd says maybe the wife likes her too. Talking about
She's a very nice girl.
Leave it to Todd to say
You know
something
what?
like that.
Not
a
that
very
there's
nice
anything
girl.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
Not
that's
that
right.
there's. Life is a. It's like a box of peanuts.
It's all hunky
chocolate.
dory.
So here's the so
you
is it
change
possible to
It's like a box of chocolates.
It's like a box of chocolate.
It's like the gumball machine of life. Sometimes you get a gumball. Sometimes you get a ring.
Oh,
You just
man.
have to twist.
What?
It's a fantastic analogy. Go
I'm
look it up.
trying to figure that one
No,
out.
I'm not sure about that one either.
Sometimes in life, you know the gumball machine.
I know exactly
and
what you're
they have
saying,
gumballs
Eric.
in there, and they have sometimes
I'm
they have
trying
a
to get your
ring in there.
analogy.
You know what I mean?
I've never seen that.
You've
where
never
they
seen
have
a gum,
rings
and they
in-
have different
I've
things.
seen gumballs, but not rings.
Sometimes you twist, you put the quarter in, and you get a gumball.
Eric's
Sometimes.
going. This is another '80s analogy.
Okay, all
when
right.
you would
Oh
put,
my God!
When you would put an Eric's time, not a quarter, but like a nickel or a dime in the machine, and you
come
twist.
on.
There
A
would
wooden
be little
nickel.
plastic clear capsules with a gumball in it, or like a ring or a toy.
Or a toy.
Okay,
That's
that sounds
what-
fun. Let's do
like
that.
a Cracker Jack thing.
Okay.
Sometimes life is that way. You put your quarter in, and you want the gumball, but you get the ring.
Yeah. Once again,
Well-
life is like a box of chocolates.
I mean, I guess.
I love
same thing.
happiness.
Give it to us again,
All
Eric.
right.
Here we go.
And now, analogies from Eric Johnson.
Life is like a gumball machine. Sometimes you get a gumball. Sometimes you get a ring. You didn't want the ring, but later over life, you still have the ring. You don't have the gumball, and you love your ring. And maybe that turn, of the switch
Oh my God.
was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Oh,
It's the gumball machine of life.
I'm so happy right now.
it's kind of like the lottery.
Yeah. Gumball, you chew on it, and it's great at first, but after a while, it sucks.
Also,
Remember
somebody
that.
said like a Cracker Jack box.
Like a Cracker
Secret
Jack
toy
box.
surprise in the box.
You put your hand in the
Peanuts
Cracker
and
Jack
crack-
box. You want
yeah.
a nice Cracker Jack, and you get the piece of gum or whatever.
Oh my God, Jeannie says my friend owned those machines a long time ago.
Yeah.
Do they still have one that they could bring you to the station?
I haven't seen one. They're,
It's
they're in museums, Angela.
Oh, okay.
That is sad to me. And then it got real good when they put the Skittles in there, and it wasn't gumballs anymore. It was a handful of Skittles. Do you remember that?
I mean, I can still go to like the mall
Come
and
on.
get Skittles in my hand.
Come on.
But there's nothing else
Seriously.
in the Skittle box. I
Oh
only get
yeah,
Skittles.
there was. Oh sure, there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Or do you know what? I can't even do a nostalgic show right now. I can't do it. I can't do it because we're gonna have birthdays come up here, and there's gonna be people that we never have heard of that you're gonna put in the birthday list, and then I'm gonna get.
Yeah, but
really
Angela
upset.
already told us the birthday list sucks.
The birthday
today.
list is kind of
Well,
light.
it doesn't really suck because we do have a special birthday today.
Vic Faust.
Yeah,
It's
that's
your
right.
birthday
It's a
today, so-
special one.
Happy
And
birthday,
I'm
Vic.
really, really, really popular and special.
Are you? So popular, somebody's on the phone and wants to wish you a happy birthday. Good morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello.
Poppy,
I know that voice.
happy birthday, brother.
I appreciate that. I think that is the owner of Circle 7,
Well, there you go.
the great restaurants. I was
Yeah.
there last weekend.
Yeah.
Got some of my favorite appetizers, had my favorite chicken salad. The buddies.
He's calling to comp your next meal.
Yeah, there you go. I'll be over with the crew tomorrow night, and you can't comp in this day and age. If you know what it's like to be a restaurant owner right now,
I'm sure,
or a business owner,
I'm sure
you need to support your owner, your friends who own businesses, not look for freebies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks, man, for calling. We appreciate it. Pete Ferretti on the phone.
Hey, you're welcome. Have a great birthday, buddy. I'm going to set you up with some ranch. You bring it back to the team.
Oh, I'm a ranch
We've been
guy.
talking about the ranch.
That's
and you said
right.
it was the best ranch.
No, it's good stuff. It really is. I appreciate
This
you know,
show's
Pete-
all talk.
Thanks
Hey,
for the call.
hey, before you go,
Hey, have a good one, guys. See ya.
Pete, can you channel your inner Trump and wish me a happy birthday? I'm putting you on the spot.
A beautiful birthday. Okay. Happy birthday, buddy.
Pete Ferretti, Circle 7. That's awesome.
See you guys.
That thing just bubbled up. Did you hear that? It was like he called the spirit of Trump. Nailed it.
He is really good at that. And I've asked him to come on the show and call in. And he did at one point in time. And he had a great segment with this. I don't know if you guys remember that when Trump called us. But he won't come on as much. I tell him, you got to call in. You got to be Trump. You got to be Trump. So
yeah,
he's pretty good at it.
It's kind of toxic right now. Until Twitter gets bought, it's kind of toxic.
All right. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue the fun show. We do serious. We do fun. Never thought that can you be friends with an ex?
This is the greatest conversation ever. Because if you say
It's a
like a
good conversation
12-year-old.
because we kind of disagree, and I think that's why it's a good conversation.
why do we disagree?
You and I don't disagree.
No, we're
but
good.
I
We're
think
good.
you and I believe everybody should be friends with everybody.
No,
I do.
I want that to
You
be the
want
case.
it, but it's not.
No, it's not possible all the time.
So there's that part, and then we have people call in that says
Because
it's
if I
perfect.
haven't made it clear yet, because if somebody tries to break you and take all your money, it's going to be impossible to be friends.
That's a
with them.
different thing.
Have I said that yet?
I feel like I heard that before, but I'm not
Okay.
sure if it was from
All
you.
right, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case we're not on the same page.
Okay.
I'm not upset about anything.
No, not at all. Not mad at all.
I love it. I love this.
I'm not upset every 2 weeks.
She will be the next call
Yeah.
in the next segment.
Because it's one thing to miss your ex significant other, but you can miss them on a different level as a friend. You can. I really,
well, right,
really
because you
value
became
that.
best friends with
Yeah.
that person over the
Yeah.
course of however many years you were together.
And then you lost the romance, and that kind of fleets every now and then, and you just can't carry that on for 80 years, but you still like the person, Vic.
This has been a good one topic for you too, Eric.
I
You've
know.
been very
I feel like I'm in
passionate.
therapy.
Very passionate.
Eric Johnson, Chris and I, and Andrew Sharp and Vic Faust and Fox 2. Back with your morning headlines, your morning sports headlines. Angela has your birthdays. We'll come back. We'll talk about all the crazy stuff going on in Russia, what Trump has to say about the Biden administration. Elon Musk is out there. We can talk about that. I'm waiting on a birthday gift from Elon. That's cool, too. I'll take some Twitter stock.
He's taking them all for himself. Why would he give you any?
Well, because he likes charity projects.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So does BLM.
Oh, we'll talk about BLM.
They like charity.
636-695-2915. Back with more of the fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio after this.
Edge Morning Traffic.
Still quite a few accidents out there at this hour. Delays continue 270 southbound. This time it's from I-70 down through Dorset in the Maryland Heights area. That's from an accident with lane blockage. Then it's slow again south of that from Olive down to 6440 in the Town and Country area from an earlier accident near Ladue. Northbound 270 drivers are tap and go from Gravois up through Manchester. And then in St. Charles County, just a bit of heavy volume I-70 eastbound. That's near Cave Springs. 6440 is in good shape in St. Charles County from Lake St. Louis all the way to the Boone Bridge. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The new abnormal.
This place is a nut house.
The Edge Morning Show.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good.
really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
The first ever STL CannaFest is coming April 23rd from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Old St. Andrews Cinema, presented by STL Hemp Company. Over 30 CBD and hemp-related vendors, a DJ, glass-blowing demonstration, and you can apply for your medical card on the spot. Brought to you by STL Hemp Company, Peace of Mind, The Happy Grower Hydroponics, and Main Street Tattoo Collective. STL CannaFest, April 23rd at the Old St. Andrews Cinema. Find STL Hemp Company on Facebook for more info.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Join the annual BJC Foundation Golf Classic, May 9th at Old Hickory. Be part of bringing health, healing, and hope to St. Charles County. The BJC Foundation enriches the lives of our neighbors by funding these efforts. Massage therapy for Siteman cancer patients and their caregiver. Activity cards for patients and families. Transportation service for patients who need to receive treatment. And community health, wellness, and education programs like Community Strong. Register online at bjcstcounty.org/golf.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. Plenty of sunshine today, but the wind comes back up and temperatures below average, 62 for the high. So that means a lot of the day in the 50s this afternoon. Tonight, clear and chilly. Let's drop it back to about 44 degrees. Friday, a weak cool front coming by, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Nothing more than a couple of spot showers. 65 degrees. Easter weekend, Saturday is dry, partly sunny, but cool. 59 for the high on Saturday. Sunday, Easter Sunday, mostly cloudy skies. There will be some showers around on Easter, and a cool 55 degrees. Sunrise, Easter Sunday is 6:22. So no real solid spring weather in sight over the next couple of days. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
With River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We are doing a new sports and birthdays headline a little bit late, about 5 minutes late. That's because we're having so much fun on this show this morning. 9:05 is the time. It is Thursday, April 14th. Has anybody seen the Pam Hupp Show?
Yes.
The miniseries. Well, you can talk to the real life people, Russ Faria, two of Pam Hupp's victims, also talking about the TV miniseries and what they think about it on fox2now.com. Check it out.
Oh, I will look at that because I've been
Very
watching it.
interesting.
It's interesting.
All I know, how good does it have to be Joel Schwartz, the attorney who represented Russ?
Well, I
to have
asked
Josh Duhamel
I asked
playing
somebody
Josh.
if he was really this good looking in real life.
I don't think anybody's as good as Josh Duhamel in real life. He's a damn good looking guy.
He's a
isn't
very
he?
good looking guy.
Yeah, he was married to Fergie.
Oh, that's right. He was
But
married to
I
Fergie.
wonder if they're friends after their divorce.
I bet you they're friends because they have a
bet
kid
they're
too.
not.
They have a kid, so they got to be friends.
Or just
they're
because you
definitely
have
not
children
friends.
doesn't mean you're going to be
I
friends.
know, but I think when they divorced, the kid was
my
small.
hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump.
You're gonna sing a little Fergie for us.
I made you laugh. All right. We have some good news from St. Louis City. Teachers reached an agreement with the Archdiocese of St. Louis on a new 3-year deal. The contract was approved by members of the 4 schools that represent the Catholic high schools in St. Louis. That's Bishop DeBerg, Rosati Kane, St. Mary's High School, plus St. Pius X and Festus. Good news there. Also, a crash happened at Grand and Delmar this morning. Traffic was backed up there. Fortunately, a man is now in custody in Kirkwood after 2 young girls said that he tried to entice them into a dark-colored van. Just like the old story goes, the dark-colored van showing up.
Sick bastard.
Yeah, no, it really is. Unfortunately, there's people still out there. If you got an Amber Alert late last night, about 10:30, that baby has been found safe. That's a good news story. Well, the St. Louis City get a football team with the XFL.
Yeah.
They announced the 8 coaches.
They did.
But didn't tell the teams where they would be.
It's done.
The Cardinals, and by the way, the Cardinals play today at 4:14, a weird time in Milwaukee because Milwaukee is celebrating their area code day, 414. So they're starting the game at 4:14. That's a big series. And the Blues try to keep their 6-game win streak going as they play in Buffalo at 6 p.m. That's a look at your news and sports headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's the birthday. That's right, I serve you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Well, from Fox 2, Vic Faust is celebrating his birthday today.
Yeah, baby.
So that's on our birthday list. Yeah.
Where's my birthday cake with the person jumping out of it?
Eric is going to jump on a cake? I don't know what's going on.
Dude.
We were ill prepared for this
I
birthday.
tell you
I
what,
gotta tell ya.
Angela and I are going to come up with something. We are.
I didn't know it was this birthday, so
Angela
I feel
looks,
bad.
Angela looks like she can party.
You just worry about paying off that bet. Don't worry about anything else.
I'm worried about me and Angela coming up with something good. And Chris, for that matter.
Do you want to know these other people that share a birthday with you?
Go
Because
for it.
they're
Watch, they won't even be half as successful and wonderful as you.
You be the deciding factor.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
She's cool.
Teenage witch.
She
Yes.
was
Eric,
Buffy
very
the
good.
Thank you.
Vampire
Whoa,
Slayer.
whoa. But she's under 50, isn't she?
She is.
Oh, stop it.
That's the first
I
one
know
you've gotten
people
under 50.
She
I
is
know
45 years old today.
And you know what? Speaking of marriages and stuff, credit Sarah Michelle Gellar because she's married to Freddie Prinze.
who also was a heartthrob in the same era.
And
of
they're
time.
still married. They're a Hollywood couple that made it.
How about that?
There you go.
They
okay.
both kind of got out of Hollywood, though. But yes, you're right.
Love it.
Okay, how about this guy?
Okay.
Anthony Michael Hall.
The best
Yes.
80s actor of all
This
time.
is a good one today.
I'm not exactly sure who he is.
He's from the Breakfast Club.
How could you not know?
No,
him?
I can
What's
read
wrong
that
with
he's
you?
from the breast. Which one
The
was
breakfast?
he?
Yes.
Which one?
He was
He's the
geek,
blonde.
the
He's the
nerd.
blonde geek.
Oh, he's the nerd. Okay.
16 Candles.
16 Candles. Weird Science.
Apparently, at 17, he was the youngest Saturday Night Live cast member ever.
Yeah, the
So,
guy
fun
was
fact.
incredible. Then he kind of walked away.
Well, he was great. He's still great.
He is every bit. You know, he made Molly Ringwald successful in 16 Candles.
God. He was the best.
Okay, there you go. There's two good ones. That's all we
There's
need.
two good ones. Richie Blackmore.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Guitar player of Deep Purple.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
Come on,
77
man.
today.
Yes. Keep preaching.
I think Eric thinks you've got the best birthday
You got
lineup.
why you get this birthday? Go ahead.
And then Pete Rose.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Stop.
Yeah.
Who's Pete Rose?
He's the WWE Hall of Famer.
Wrong. Who's Pete Rose? And you're reading it right now.
I'm reading. He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
Okay, Pete.
What the hell?
Pete
We would have
Rose
been celebrating
is
the wrong guy.
No, Pete Rose. It is his birthday today.
He's
Pete
81.
Rose. Yeah, the Pete Rose Eric is thinking about is the all-time hits leader in Major League Baseball,
And not in the Hall of Fame.
because he bet on baseball.
Oh, right.
But he bet on his teams to win, not against his teams.
And Loretta
Is that
Lynn.
the right?
Loretta Lynn.
Come on. Yes, country star.
Yes, 90 years old today.
I know them all
Loretta
today.
is
And Vic
90.
is still at the top of that
And
list.
Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Yes.
So
That's
happy
right.
birthday
We're
to
still-
all our famous
Thank-
friends.
Yeah.
And Vic Faust.
We're still waiting for a call from Mandy
Yeah, Mandy.
Yes.
She's got other things. to
and
do.
Elliot.
I
She
think-
probably baked him some
And
sourdough
Elliot.
bread or something.
And
John
that's a look
Parker
at
hasn't
your
called to wish you
birthdays.
happy birthday.
and that's a look at your birthdays.
The Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show officially. All right, here we are. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust from Fox 2. You can kind of feel the vibe of the show today. It's a little happier.
It feels like a Friday, but it's a Thursday.
That's right. It's Friday Eve. That's what we got kicking today. And why not?
I got a busy weekend this weekend, man.
It's the fastest
Wow.
charge of Morning Talk Radio. Okay, what's your busy weekend? You brought it up.
You're playing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Brewski's Friday night and a road trip down to Springfield, Missouri with our friends. You don't know who they are, but they're the biggest band down there. It is going to be off the chain. If you guys want to go to Springfield and see a PRL show, I highly recommend it. This is going to be incredible.
So when you go to Springfield, do you
Yeah.
guys all get in your individual cars or do you take a bus?
No, we're not bougie like that. We take our own cars and we break down on the side of the highway a lot, and we ask for help.
We break down on the side of the highway a lot.
So if there's no technical
Well,
problem,
nobody
with the PRL show, it's
hitchhikes
not
anymore. Nobody hitchhikes.
They don't?
When's the last time you saw somebody hitchhiking on the side? Do you even know what that is, Angela?
Yeah, I have talked about how I did it once.
On this show,
No,
you
you did not.
I did.
If
I
you
did
did,
talk
No,
about
you
how I
did
did it
not.
once.
If you
Yes, you
did,
did.
I forgot. Can you remind
If
me?
you did, I'm
You
ashamed.
had a friend with you, actually.
I did have a friend with
Yeah,
us.
I remember that.
We were working a gig where we had to drive a company vehicle out a little way, and I was not driving. She was driving back. She just missed the fact that we probably needed gas. So we ran out of gas, and so we pulled over near a truck stop.
Oh, no.
And I said, truckers are safe. So I went knocking on truckers'
Oh,
doors.
that's right.
And then the guy took me up, and then we had to find a crazy person to take us back to where we were going.
But you weren't actually on the road with your thumb out.
Well, I mean, I went knocking.
Okay,
Excuse
it's a
me,
different
truck
type.
driver.
I mean, as close as you could get without putting your thumb out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't put my thumb out because that would be weird. But I was like,
that'd be
hey,
weird.
I just don't remember
excuse
the
me,
last
Mr.
time I
Truck
saw
driver.
somebody walking down the road.
My mom used to pick them up all the time when I
course
was
she did.
younger because she thought they
Yeah, but
needed
that
help.
used to be a thing back in the day.
It
where
sure
people-
did.
They
Like,
felt
safe.
Yeah, way more safe than today.
You
Today,
can walk across the
Man,
country
there's
like
people
that.
on every corner, and they're looking at. You ever feel?
Trust me, I feel weird getting in an Uber.
You ever feel uncomfortable?
One that I've paid for.
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
travel a lot, so I do see a lot of it. But let me ask you: do you feel uncomfortable when you pull up to a stoplight? You're the first car in
Yes,
the
I do.
line,
Yep.
and there's somebody right in front of you to the right, or even perhaps even on your driver's side, walking toward you, begging for money with a
Yep.
sign.
Making $50K a year.
Yeah, need help.
Well,
no
yeah, that's
food.
going to make most people
Does that
feel
make you feel
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable?
Yeah.
So I don't know
But
that
why
I,
do these people give them money?
well,
Some
Do
do,
you see
some
people
don't.
roll
People-
their window down there, giving them $1, $5, $10?
Well, you need to tell them that the local St. Vincent de Paul, there's local organizations that will feed them and get them jobs.
my favorite is a friend and I were downtown and you saw the lady begging. And then when we came back, we saw her get in one of those very nice, real souped up BMWs.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, wonder if that's her car.
Yeah.
Like, did she make that much money?
Sure she did. Think about it. You could get a badass BMW for a $700 a month car payment. How
No.
much do you could
Maybe
get
a 1990.
you could get a pretty good BMW with a $700 a month car payment, and all you have to do is panhandle to make that money.
Is that how much your car payment is?
It's none of your business, but it's a lot less than that.
I just assume you said that because you have a badass BMW.
Robert says,
no, I'm just saying.
if gas prices continue going up, thumbs might be coming back out again, according to Robert. Tammy says, yes, Uber drivers can be scary. Oh, my God. Anna says, I saw 2 people last week standing under an overpass. I wonder if that meant with the thumb out.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Glenn
I don't know.
says, gas or grass?
You know what?
John Parker says, if you want to know if they're really homeless or not, look at their shoes. If they're wearing
Nah,
Nikes
man, I'm a
or
shoe
Timberlands,
person, and
they're
I-
not homeless.
I do look at shoes. I'm going to have to do that now that John mentions that.
Yeah, but you
'Cause
can.
I do look at shoes.
But it's like being a good actor. If you do the,
if you really do the method acting and really get into the part
sure.
of begging,
yeah,
sure.
and then if you can even drag a kid out with you, ooh, man, you're kicking like a chicken.
I see a lot of dogs. A
Yeah.
lot of people with their dogs like, please feed my dog.
Okay, what if we do it the opposite way? What if I were to go out at a corner, dress somewhat nice, and walking up?
You'd have all the ladies.
Stop that. Stop that. Why you always have to
birthday for Vic.
That's right.
Oh my God.
You know what? You were fishing for that one, so you got it.
I was not fishing
You
for
got
that.
it. Just take
What
it.
do you think would happen if you had somebody that looked really normal, person standing there, just
I
average
thought you were going to
normal
say
guy?
really hot and like just
No.
like me.
Normal guy standing. Hey, I could use some extra cash. Do you have any? I got a lot of bills.
Okay, so what you're saying is someone that's not playing a role of being homeless, or just like,
Hey,
this is how I make my money.
Yeah, I could use some extra cash. Do you have like a quarter?
Dude, I
A
would be
dollar?
so inclined to give him some money. I would.
Hey, I'm just out
I
here trying to
would.
do it. Hey, smiling, like, hey, how you doing?
Or what about this? And I'm not playing. I'm not trying to be sexist here, Angela.
I'm believing you.
I'm broke because I sent
But
my kids in private
I hate
schools.
to say this, but what if you were in Chesterfield at some stoplight and you are a hot chick and you're wearing short pants and you're wearing a short shirt and you're going, this is how I make my money, gentlemen, and you're just panhandling that way. And guys come up to you and they're like, I'm going to be your sugar daddy for 30 seconds here. Here's 100. Would that be offensive
Who
at
would
all?
give $100
A lot of guys would. A lot of guys.
Just to look at her?
for nothing?
Just to say, what if that was the case? What if it wasn't some guy that looked like a Vietnam vet from 1964? What if it was some hot chick? And they're like, I'm not trying to fool you. I'm a hot chick and I just need money.
I bet most windows would go down just to see what's going on.
Okay. How much money you think? Oh, this is such a Elliot Davis story. We could do this.
No, Elliot does taxes.
Whatever.
Elliot Davis doesn't pretend to be women.
He does
Okay.
tax
Me and
money.
Chris are going to get together and we're going to try this experiment and see what
Are
happens.
you going to hire a female to stand on the street
Yes.
for? Oh.
Yes. What if, or a hot guy, I guess. It works both ways.
I don't know that it does.
I'm sorry. Gordon says, who are we to judge?
Yeah.
Sorry, I found it funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gordon.
Remember those guys? Remember the signs you would see back I guess it was in the early 2000s. They go, I'm not going to fool you. I'm here to buy beer. I need money. And you were like, okay, I get it. Cool. There you go. Nice job. Thanks for being honest.
John Parker says, oh my God, have you ever been to a strip joint?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. John made my point for me. This is getting uncomfortable for you guys. You guys need
I'm
to
not
change the
uncomfortable. I'm
subject.
confused.
Change the subject.
Okay, I'll change the subject really fast.
When I go to
because
a
it was,
strip club, don't you anticipate you're going to hand the ladies money? They're not usually on the street corner. I think it's different.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think so.
Vic?
I think
Eric?
it would be different.
Eric, what would be different?
I think that Vic agrees that people would talk to
Yes.
the lady, but I'm not sure they'd make as much money as they would at the
I-
strip club.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, they're making good money at the strip club usually.
From what I hear, and I'm not a strip club guy, I guarantee
He's not
those
a
women-
stripper. He is Big Fox
I heard
from
this
Fox
from a
2.
friend.
Not a
A
stripper.
friend told me one time.
I don't want to be associated.
He is not a stripper.
What a
just to
great show
clarify.
today. This is the greatest show ever.
No, because it was
Okay.
already weird enough.
Back to
because
prison.
I was driving over to
Boxers and
Swansea,
briefs? Oh, no, not
Illinois,
that
2 weeks
place.
ago. We're going over 64 with both boys in the car to my aunt and uncle's house for a family get together, and of course we pass all the
Boxers and briefs.
the sleazy clubs in Metro East.
Boxers and briefs.
And he was like, I used to work there, kid.
No, my 14-year-old goes, "What's that place?" And I look over. I was like, "Oh my god!" Because there's two dance clubs right next to one another.
Yeah.
So
Well, why didn't you just answer the question? Hey,
I did.
when you get older in life,
I explained it to my son.
And what'd you say?
And I wasn't very
They didn't
kind.
know what strip clubs were?
You weren't very kind?
My 14-year-old didn't.
Really?
No, not really.
Wow.
No.
Good for him.
It's
I
not a
guess
thing
you-
anymore. In the 80s and 70s, it used to be a lot
I just
bigger
feel like
deal.
they're always on the movies. Like movies, TV shows always have the strip club. I feel like you'd have to
Kids
live...
don't watch movies anymore.
Oh, kids don't.
Well, first of all, the strip club, I can't even say it. The strip clubs aren't like they used to be. They would build those things out, and you'd go to Texas, the Gentleman's Club down there. If you were on tour, if you were in a rock band, you knew where these places
Oh, you
were.
knew like the good
Oh,
strip
God,
club.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, yes.
John, I'm sorry. John says, just tell your son it's a very public church where lots of men go to pray. John,
come on,
That's
man.
funny but bad. Robert Peters said yoga. They do yoga in there.
Yoga.
They definitely have a lot more strength than
They,
you give them credit for.
they do pole exercises.
That's a lot more
I
strength.
guess my question is, why does it always have to be some unshowered guy that gets into a really expensive car after he's done panhandling? Why can't it be some other demographic?
I suppose it could. The woman I saw was an unshowered woman, though. So
Oh, was it?
yeah,
But she got into a really nice car.
really nice. What
Did you say, why are you getting into that really nice
I
car?
followed.
I said it to my
followed
friend.
one of these people in a story that I did, a Fox 2 exclusive about 3 years ago,
Where'd they go?
to a very nice home.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in South County. Very nice home. Had a very
It
nice.
offended you, didn't it?
It didn't offend me. It was just, believe it or not, when it comes to kind of some of those stories, I'm not. There's certain things, for whatever reason, that didn't offend me. There's things that will offend me. I'm human. That did not offend me.
Okay.
What offends me is Twitter not allowing people to have accounts. What offends me are people not being given free speech. Those are some of the things. What offends me are gas prices.
Yeah.
those are things that offend me. What offends me is not telling all sides of a story when you have an opportunity to do it in the media. Those are things. So we all have our own little things that offend us.
You know what offends me are people that don't know where to place blame. So I was out with one of the guys in my band.
This is a wide open topic, by the way.
I know. One of my guys in my band. I'm piggybacking off what you said about the inflation stuff. One of the guys in my band, super liberal, super great guy, super liberal, super great guy. And we're talking about how he's so pissed right now that his taxes are so high because he owns a business. And he's talking about how inflation is killing him. And the next thing out of his mouth is, I can't believe Biden's president. I wish that was what he said. But he still supports Biden in this administration. I'm like, dude, you just went off 15 minutes on this, on how broke you are, and you still believe in what's going on.
Well, you just took us to a new topic because the White House yesterday and President Biden said that the inflation has nothing to do with him or the White House. They're continuing to blame Putin.
Figured they blame Russia.
Yeah, they're continuing to blame Putin, and they're continuing to blame COVID, and they refuse to talk about the money that's been given out or give any credence to any of the economists who say that inflation is because of all the, quote, free money that has been given, the trillions of dollars in our country. So it's unfortunate that's what's going on, but it is there. And speaking of that, Eric, as you took us in, because you know I'm a shark when it comes to taking one little thing and moving into another topic, on the heels of that, in regards to inflation and everything else.
Go on.
He now has, Biden that is, President Biden, the lowest approval ratings, according to Quinnipiac, of any modern-day president in history.
And modern day goes back to
at
Wilson,
30,
doesn't it?
32 to 33% approval.
Oh,
if
my
it-
God.
Even if it's that high.
Stop.
Yeah, so they continue to fall. So that's why the White House is in damage control mode.
Damage control. It's like getting your administration nuked. How do you control that kind of damage?
But because Trump rubbed so many people the wrong way, you're going to continue to find people like the person you said who's your friend, who still support Biden.
Al Sharpton the other day
despite
said
fact
we would
that-
rather have Trump.
Well, I know even
Al Sharpton.
Trevor Noah,
Al
of all people,
Sharpton.
one of the younger African American comedian and host, very liberal, even said it publicly that, oh yeah, we need Trump. Biden, at least Trump kept everybody in check. Even Trevor Noah coming out giving Trump support. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's when you know things have gone really bad.
So I've always been a big believer that we're not a racist country. It's a culturalist country. You subscribe to the culture that you live in. White guys don't go to barbershops and talk. But in the African American culture, they go
Absolutely,
to
they
barbershops,
do.
right? Correct?
Yes.
No, it's no doubt.
Why do you think
it's
the
not up for
news
debate?
always goes to
Right.
barbershops
Exactly.
to talk about it?
So Sharpton was saying the other day that he goes, I go into my barbershops, and the news of the day is we would rather have Trump than this
I did
clown.
not hear Sharpton
No,
say that, but
was,
I believe
it was
you.
like on an MSNBC show somewhere, and it was like he glossed over it. And it was basically a shot across the bow of, in my opinion, and I don't know for sure, about this socialist democratic approach to the wokeness. And I think that the awakes, the people that are like, I'm a parent, I'm done being in the CRT world, I'm done with this this inflation, I'm done with these high gas prices, I'm done with this electric car nonsense until we can get to it. We'll get there eventually, but we're not going to destroy the country by getting there. I think that the awakes are going to steamroll the Democrats right now. And what's happening is you got traditional Democrats that are saying, I need to get off the island as fast as possible so that I can live to fight another day. And that's what Sharpton's doing, I believe.
And that's Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We got to take a quick break. This is why it's the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. Today might have been the fastest show we've ever had. I say that almost every other day because it goes fast. It does. I promise you
It's
come
a
back.
different show when Angela's here, I think. It's better. It's
That's
just better.
it. I think it's because
better.
we've been talking about birthday fun topics.
Oh,
and
it's
that's why it goes
birthday
so fast.
X's. The X's
Yeah,
is not a fun topic.
Well, okay, it's not fun
For
for
me.
you.
Okay.
It was great for Jeannie, who called it.
It's not a fun topic every other Friday.
So much info.
Did I say every other Friday?
You mentioned that, yeah.
What do you think happens every other Friday?
I'm guessing you have to pay somebody money.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, we're having
We learned a lot
fun.
about Vic today.
That's right. Oh, I'll share. Oh, I will share.
Maybe we should ask you questions. Like
Why do you
guys
think
asked me
Why
when
do you
first
think
got
I
here.
have multiple jobs?
Do you think she's cool? Is she cool at all?
Who, Angela?
No, not Angela.
We'll be back with more right here. I promise you we'll get into this BLM stuff because it is fascinating. Who wants a $6 million mansion?
I do.
I would like a $6
I do.
million mansion.
In Los Angeles, I do.
There you go. We'll
Studio
be back
City.
with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
Hey, you! Ever wanted to learn a language like French or Spanish or even Norwegian, but thought it'd be too difficult or time-consuming? Then try Babbel. Quick 10-minute lessons.
Siesta.
Bambola. Games, podcasts, even live online classes with a real teacher.
Hola, clase.
In no time, chatting about real-life topics will feel, well, effortless. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Carnection means selection. We have over 150 cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and vans. All these vehicles are at our top quality dealership, along with our state-of-the-art service department, as open to the public. Easy to get to, right at the corner of I-70 and 370 in beautiful St. Peters. Carnection always means selection. Open 24/7 online at carnection.com.
There are so many words to describe Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. The chicken, juicy, succulent, seared. The brioche roll, buttery and toasty. The Parmesan crisps, crunchy, tangy. The secret aioli, creamy and rich. All those words. But when you have a bite, you might just be left speechless. Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. Enjoy a free drink with purchase of a new Chef's Chicken Sandwich. Restrictions apply. For details, visit panerabread.com/online code.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again.
You need to calm down. Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot.
And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Hey, it's Shanny for Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. You know what we do. We try to separate the fact and the fiction. More than anything, we try to have fun, entertain, and educate all at the same time. With four very different people, to say the least. Check out that beautiful shot. You'll never see St. Louis look any better than it does from East St. Louis.
I know.
Earth cam, looking at downtown, blue skies. It's going to be a nice day. Dave Murray says 65 and sunny. Enjoy today because tomorrow may not be as well.
I mean, can you? It's sick to me to think that the Hilton hasn't come in and bought up all that property just to have that just to be able to wake up looking from East St. Louis to St. Louis. That
Time out.
site picture is
You
amazing.
said the Hilton bought up what property? East St. Louis
Over in
property?
East St. Louis.
He wants them to.
That is one of the best pieces of real estate in the United States, and it looks like, I don't know.
That's Eric Johnson, Chris Knight,
A
Angela
really
Sharp,
bad
Vic
backyard.
Faust, Fox 2. Hey, before we move on, Todd, let us know this deal. This could be a big, big, big story. Todd Bodecker on the Facebook line says, Parkway School District Board, the school board, is going to have an open seat again, but we don't know when that is. But instead of having a special election, they've decided to, quote, pick their own person instead of letting the parents do it. And then he has 3 angry orange faces. I need more details about what's going on with that. That could be very, 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 very bad. Yeah. Especially we need to know who the person is that's leaving, why they all of a sudden decided to leave after the election.
Exactly.
Who decided if it's the school board, the superintendent who's doing this, and who votes on it. I don't even know who has, quote, the power over in Parkway. But this whole thing sounds very fishy just 2 weeks after school board elections were held.
That's authoritarianism in
Actually,
your
a
schools.
week after. I believe it was a week after.
That's right. But this makes sense if it's a liberal, obviously. someone that believes in CRT and all that garbage.
Even if it was, quote, liberal or conservative, to pick your own.
Why would a conservative, when you know the challenges of a conservative school board member,
Because you just
why would
found
you
out,
say,
because
look,
you just found out bad news? I don't know. Anything's possible. I've learned that in news.
Okay.
It's
seems
just,
fishy.
That's why you got to get the whole thing right now, according to Todd, seems very fishy, but that's one opportunity to give us and let us know what's going on there.
why don't we just give him a call? What's the phone number, Chris? We've called people before.
Yeah, but you'd have to call the superintendent's office if he does that. In the
And
meantime,
they're not going to talk.
We can scoop Elliot Davis.
In the meantime, Patrice Kohlers, 38 years old, co-founder of BLM, Black Lives Matter, she kind of got caught using money from BLM to buy a $6 million mansion. This is the founder.
For herself or for like the organization as a whole?
Herself
Okay.
and a couple others. And using money, it's a $6 million prop. Well, she came out publicly and she says, quote, I get triggered when I hear about federal charity transparency laws and that tax form is, quote, being weaponized against us. I don't know what she means by
from 100
us.
years ago.
As nonprofit is investigated over the purchase of her $6 million mansion.
Right.
Earlier this month, if you remember, New York Magazine used BLM 990 forms. And, well, it was termed the 990 forms. What they did was to expose their secret, because they did this secretly. So how do you feel if you've given all this money to BLM to go toward the betterment of Black lives in America? And it's a 6,500 square foot mansion in California. Now, Kohler said that she was talking on a belief that nonprofit transparency laws are just weapons and it's deep burnout and trauma for nonprofits. But keep in mind, Kohlers, who's 38, came under fire also last year for a slew of high-profile property purchases. There were multiple purchases that she made. And then she resigned after facing some of the backlash from critics and supporters.
She's a criminal. It's all there is to it. She's taken the heartstrings of some people in America that were very distraught over George Floyd. She parlayed that into a cash cow, $90 million, some say more. And she basically went out to Studio City in California, where they really don't have a BLM problem in the first place. If they were really concerned, they would have moved to Minneapolis or hell, even St. Louis for that matter. And they would have said, this is our headquarters. We're taking this $90 million. We're going to rent out this building in St. Louis. We're going to be a massive spotlight on inequity or whatever they want to call it. And that's how they would have done it. And they would have been a charitable organization. But this organization decided, you know what? How much money we got in the bank? 90 million. Okay, let's take 6 of that and let's go be socialites in California. And if you've ever been to Studio City in California, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I'm talking about. You can't afford to live in Studio
amazing.
City, California. And that's what they did.
Studio City and La Jolla, two amazing places.
Yes, exactly right. And down there in Malibu and blah, blah, blah. And they are they're rock stars, and they know it. And now they got busted because they did nothing to earn that money except for play off the heartstrings of people that were subscribing to them to help them bring awareness to the African-American community. Now, if you're an African-American, you're pissed. You are mad. You're like, screw you. You aren't helping anybody but yourself. So I can't wait to see what the backlash of this is. You know, they could have 90 million could have been a drop in the bucket. They could have gone the next 2 decades being a really good voice. Now they're dead. They're gone.
And as we talk about the subject, those watching on our Facebook line, we got a really cool shot from Bommarito Automotive Group Skyfox as it flies over the city. It's always nice. We try to bring you different shots and things and entertainment for those watching on Facebook right now. Eric, you can't see it from your angle, but it's always a cool shot. We take the camera shot from Bommarito.
I love it.
Sometimes you can tell what's below you. Sometimes you can't.
Have you been up in that? Have they ever invited you up to go and?
I've never been in a helicopter.
You've never been in
A helicopter at all?
No, I've talked about this on the show before with Chris.
You got to go up. It's a different experience.
Chris invited me twice, but they were on weekends where I couldn't do it. Then the time I was going to do it, Chris was going to take me in a helicopter to Daytona.
Oh, fun.
My boss said
That'd be a little bit of a long
my
trip
boss
in a helicopter.
said over my dead body. She's like,
Yes, she did.
What, she was afraid
She
you're
was
gonna-
worried about not having.
Or
an
no,
anchor.
it was no. It wasn't to
that's so
Daytona.
cute.
That was to the lake.
No, it was to the Super Bowl and the lake.
That's right.
That is
Yes,
adorable
yes.
that your boss loves you that much.
Well, no, she's worried about insurance. She doesn't care about me. She's a great lady, but I'm a number. Unless you're the owner
Yeah.
of any company,
Yeah.
you're a number.
Yeah.
Okay, you are.
Well, there's someone behind you over there at the station that can take your position.
They're absolutely. We are all replaceable. That's the
Yeah.
problem. There are people who believe that they're not replaceable.
Yeah.
Of course, there's, as you would say, there's your favorite probably isn't, but
Which one?
who you don't even know who your favorite is.
He's definitely not replaceable. no.
But as I've learned,
no.
everybody's replaceable in life and time. I never thought that Bill O'Reilly would be replaceable. I was like, oh my God, Fox is screwed. Fox is totally screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Bill O'Reilly's gone. And then this little dweeby guy with a bow tie, Tucker Carlson, comes in and blows everybody out of the water.
I'll tell you one guy.
With the depth that he actually shows in reporting, and it blew my mind. So there you go.
The bench over there at Fox is unbelievably deep. It is unbelievably deep. Laura Ingraham. I mean, anyway, there's one guy that could not be replaced, and it's still to this day, and his name is Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh was the voice.
That's true. For
of
radio. There's no
conservatism.
doubt.
He was the voice of all of this that's going on in Fox, and the Patriot Act is a complete descendant of Rush Limbaugh. If anybody's going to be missed in all of this, it's him. But no, I think that everybody's replaceable, except in PRL. They can't replace me because I wanted a lot of days off, and they just cannot find anybody to take my place.
A couple of the news headlines to get in before we end the show later on today. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis telling illegal aliens, illegal immigrants, don't come here. If you come here, your life is going to be very difficult. This as buses from Texas and Florida have arrived at the Capitol. There's video of that now. Actual buses with immigrants showing up at the state Capitol, as these governors said they would do. President Trump saying, congratulations, President Biden and the White House administration. You have now put together China and Russia as friends, the last thing that we ever needed with your inflation, with the devaluing of the dollar, and now we have put two superpowers together who were not previous together.
Right.
Because they don't trust what's happening in the United States. That coming from your former President Trump. Russian ground troops getting serious. Every ground troop that Russia has is now in the eastern part of Ukraine to try to take over the city and complete what they started out to do.
Yep.
And in the midst of all of that, the Russian ruble continues to soar. Russia has made more money. They are richer now than they were before the war started. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Because of what they have done with their ruble, because of the sanctions, and we're going to take yachts away from oligarchs have not done anything.
Yep.
The ruble is now flourishing because they've associated it with gold. Yep. They have the energy that India, that China both need, Germany needs, Eastern Europe needs, and they're forcing people to pay in the golden ruble. The dollar is done. This is a very, very big. And why does it matter to you here in St. Charles? Because your life as you know it, just in time, it will not be the same. And there's no coming back. That's the sad part.
It can come back with the right leadership. It can. It can come back with the right leadership. But unfortunately, where every problem that we have, you have a guy that should be at Del Mar Gardens who's running the whole place. Not to be mean, but he should be. And it's not. I'm not trying to actually be mean, to be honest with you. He doesn't seem to give a damn about anything. If our Border Patrol goes, we got a problem here, Mr. President, he goes to his little home in Delaware. If we go, we have a problem here, Mr. President, with inflation. We really need your help. He goes to his home in Delaware and he rides his bike. Mr. President, we have a serious problem over in Russia, and they're starting to equate the ruble with gold standards, and our dollars going down. He says nothing, and he goes to his home over in Delaware. That's the problem. That's why I have anxiety. If I knew that we had, if I knew that I was on a plane and the engine went out and we had competent pilots, I would be confident that they could land this thing. The problem is that we have a plane with one engine that just went out, and we got Joe Biden flying the thing, and you're like, there's a damn good chance we're not able to land this damn thing. And that's kind of the anxiety that I feel right now.
Eric, maybe there'll be a spot for you at Fox News someday from the Facebook line.
Fox 2 now? I'm available.
Tucker Carlson used to call in on the Bubba the Love Sponge show in Tampa for years. And then he got some sketching behind him, and then he ends up on Fox.
I don't know that that's true. He was on this show
know
called
that.
Crossfire way back in the day. I don't remember the year, but he was on a show called Crossfire. He was the conservative, and then they had a liberal, and they would just fight, fight. And it was very stressful to watch that whole thing. And then they gave him his own show with the bow tie, and now, but if you watch Tucker's show, it's very deep, some of the topics that he comes up with and the cases that he tries to make. And I think he's really good, actually.
Well, clearly he's good. His ratings are higher than anybody else's. So your ratings aren't the highest of anybody unless you're really good.
Yeah.
So
he did call into the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Yes.
Because they found his interviews that he won't apologize for.
I could what is I can only imagine what he said.
Yeah, it's kind of like jokingly downplaying child sex offenders.
Oh my
and
God! I
cult
wonder how long. I
leaders.
wonder how long ago that was.
I'm guessing a long time ago, but either way, I obviously haven't listened to it. I'm just because I'm reading it right now. But
I actually went down and did a show with him with Tony Twist.
Tucker Carlson?
No, Bubba the Love Sponge. He's in Tampa Bay, Florida.
You did a show with him and Tony Twist?
Mm-hmm. I have the pictures to prove it.
Can I find your old interviews?
That's
I don't know.
awesome.
It basically, I don't even remember what the whole bit was about. But Bubba the Love Sponge wanted to get someone to see if they could tackle or beat the crap out of Tony. And then he had the opportunity to go beat the crap out of him. I don't remember what it was all about.
You participated in the beating up?
No, I was just there.
You were just part of the show.
Exactly. We took a plane down there with a few of our
That's going to
friends.
be my homework for tomorrow.
There you go. That would be great. Report back with that.
That's going to be my homework.
I'll send pictures of him literally sprawled out in a airport like he owned the place. Wait till you see these pictures.
And before we get out of here today, Chris, this would apply to you. You're a rich person. Apparently, rich people will spend money on anything. That's why rich people like Chris in upscale markets are now charging. There's a 33-year-old woman in New York. Her name is Taylor Humphrey. She calls herself a professional baby namer.
I heard about this.
And she's charging up to $10,000 to name your baby.
Damn right.
What? Okay.
It's not like she's just picking it out of the blue.
No, Taylor
though.
doesn't have any kids herself. She describes herself as a passionate writer and storyteller who's adept at branding, marketing, and social media. She has also worked as a matchmaker in the past, but she's been working in the baby naming business now for 7 years, and she will name your baby to give it the best name possible.
She looks back at your history and your family lineage, all that stuff and all your history.
Yeah.
And I think she said that she works with brands, right? That's mostly what
Yeah.
she's done in the past.
Yeah, and there's
so this is for people who are birthing a baby into a brand.
So the reason I bring this
Into
up
a
is
brand?
You know,
Chris,
it's the owner of Macy's. We need to
Right.
No, like the king and queen, probably the Kardashians, into already a brand,
Yeah.
already a
If
celebrity
you think
brand.
you're a brand,
well, Chris is a brand, and the reason I bring this
Chris
up
is a brand?
Chris and his wife Tracy are expecting a baby of sorts very soon.
A monkey.
A monkey baby.
A baby monkey.
A monkey.
Chris, I think you might look into hiring this woman at $10,000 a pop to name your monkey.
I just want the monkey to run around the studio.
Okay, here's the deal. First of all, the monkey's going to be called Eric. Second,
I thought we named it Victor.
Victor's cool too. Eric Victor.
What?
It could be Eric. It could be Eric Victor Sharp. How about that?
Oh, I like it.
That's a power name.
You know what, Eric? My name was almost Eric Brandon.
That's wow. You would have
Yes.
gotten any job you wanted.
What?
Yeah, Eric Brandon. Remember, Eric spelled backwards is sire. But here's the thing
Oh,
about
my
this.
God.
Here's the thing about
Did
this.
that just happen?
Here's the thing. I could see how this is a business because naming your kid is high stress. It is something, if I get this wrong, I've got this wrong for the next 80 years while this kid is alive. If I name her Samantha and all of a sudden you hate Samantha,
Well, then you just change her name.
because sometimes you have to hear it to go, I love that name.
But sometimes even kids just change their name while they're going through life.
No, that's stupid.
But it
you
happens.
take what your mom gave you.
Sometimes a kid is given a name, and then by the time the kid is
That's
4,
disrespectful. That's disrespect.
they're like, I don't like that name, and they refuse to be called anything other than a different name.
That
so then they
is-
have to have their name changed legally.
But you don't subscribe to that.
I know somebody very well who that happened to.
You don't like that, do you?
I love
that
him.
has nothing to do with it. Is the
I
respect?
love him with all my heart. He's my
It's
brother.
your real brother?
My actual real life brother.
What was his name to start with? I'm
Mark.
sorry. Mark. That's a great name.
Right.
What did he change it to?
Walt. When he was about 3.5, 4 years old.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So my grandfather's name was Walt. My
Okay.
grandfather has since passed, and they were just the thick as thieves. They were just like two little peas in a pod.
Okay.
And so like some people started calling him Little Walt just as like in conversation. And as time went on, he refused to be called, like even if I would call him Mark,
Yeah.
he would be like, I mean, I'm a little bit older, but he would spit on me because like he was a child, and he was like, no, he wanted to be Walt. And then like, other family members refused to call him this fake made up name. So my parents illegally had his name changed. So he could,
What
and he
the
was
hell?
like probably 4 or 5
What the hell?
5 when that happened.
Okay.
What the hell?
So yes,
the hell?
I've
What the
seen it happen. I know what happens, and I love him to death
But
for
if
it.
the parents were involved, that's one thing. But if you go and change your name later
well,
in
you
life,
can't change your name when you're 5, so they had to do it.
right? But if I say I just am tired of Eric,
You could go change it right now.
Yes, you could.
Right. I'm
Remember,
gonna change
Prince
my name to
became a
Toby.
symbol.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't
how
know
does
that he
work?
did
Can
that
you
on his
really,
paperwork.
Can you really change your name?
Ron
just to, like,
Artest became Meta World Peace.
Not on paperwork.
What's his name? P. Diddy has changed his name at least twice.
Oh yeah, Puffy, P.
Sean
Diddy,
Puffy Combs.
Sean.
He's Sean, right?
I don't know
that's
what he
how
is
that's how the
legally.
state of California might refer to him, right? Sean.
We should all just go change our names for funsies.
Just to see how it works.
Yeah, just to
Nah.
go through the process,
Nah.
like as an adult.
Eric is cool enough. I would get confused when you called me something else.
If I was like, "Hey Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, pay attention to me."
Well, I thought that they give you name
Joe!
tags over at Del Mar Gardens. I thought my name
You
is.
think that's a joke? You think that's a joke? It's not. It's very serious. They got great fireworks in the summer.
And great. What's your favorite dessert over there?
Pudding.
That's right. Is it butterscotch?
Could be. Whatever they got. Pureed meat. Love it. Yum.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more of the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio before we call it a day on this April 14th, Thursday. At least it's sunny. Hope you have plans today.
I heard it was Vic Faust's birthday.
It might be.
What do you think they're going to do for you over there at the studio?
I bet there's a cake and
Give me
sourdough
an extra
bread.
story to do.
Oh,
Nothing.
come on. They're not going to give you an extra.
Let's
story.
They'll talk about it though, right? Like when you guys go out, like at the end of the show, they'll be like, "It's
No,
your birthday today, Vic."
no, I'm not
Yeah.
that cool, man.
Yeah, Mandy's going to say.
I'm not the weather guy.
I bet she bakes
I'm not
sourdough bread. Is
Mandy.
that what you like when she bakes?
Oh, man.
It's sourdough
Mandy
bread.
is a busy mom.
But
She
what
doesn't
is
have
it that she
time.
bakes that you like?
Oh my God, her pumpkin spice bread.
That's
is
what it
the
was.
best.
I knew
What
it was
a
some sort of
bitch
bread.
slap in the face if you don't get something from her.
right.
But
He'll
I
get
will be
something.
offended
Back,
myself.
back with more right after
Make
this.
sure you send us a picture.
Hey,
Okay?
I
Can
need
you
a
do that?
picture.
All
Yeah,
right.
I want like a picture of the
Yeah.
bread also.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Guys.
That was a
Because I
cake
know
or
you
whatever.
got something coming.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or maybe the spanking.
I love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show. Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Family Hair Salon in St. Peter's, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locks shampoo and conditioner, just for Locks clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peter's by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locks Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We appreciate it. Angela's dancing or moving.
Yeah, I'm not really dancing.
Was that exercise?
I'm just kind of moving, just kind of keeping the movement going.
Yeah, it does look like a show, like a dance. I don't know what exercise, something. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Chris, because I know you're gonna. I have no idea what I'm wearing. You guys tell me.
Do you have a happy birthday tie, like a tie with like a birthday cake, or like?
Damn, yes.
No, because then that's drawing attention to yourself.
Do you have rubber duckies?
What's wrong with that? It's your birthday.
Yeah.
What is your funniest tie?
I don't have a funny tie.
You don't
at
have
all.
a funny tie.
Never.
No, your kids have never given you one funny tie.
No. Hey, I was grateful. My heart melted when my 17-year-old son texted me this morning during the show and said, "Happy birthday, Dad." I was like, "Holy crap!"
Nice.
That's the first time. That's like the best birthday gift ever.
Parents are so weird.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I know we are. It changes your perspective.
It really does, because I don't have any kids, but I know my
You
parents
will
are
one
weird,
day,
and
Angela.
Don't wish that upon me.
What are you talking about?
You leave those kids over there on that side of the room, sir.
She already told us
You have a
before she
lineage
doesn't
you
want
need to
kids.
maintain.
My brother has children. I'm good.
She doesn't want children. She's already said that.
That's sad.
I want to hang out with them and return them to their rightful owners.
No kids.
No kids for me.
Hey, mark that tape.
Right.
Mark that tape. You really don't have a funny birthday hat?
Hey, guys.
Or
I don't know.
I have
tie?
an appointment at OBGYN. That's coming up from Angela
Yeah.
Jeez.
next month or two.
Yeah.
Angela, I thought you weren't going to have no kids.
I'm not having any kids.
Holy crap! Johnny Depp's sister is good looking. Damn, who knew that?
As everybody turns around.
We'll talk more about that, Johnny. well,
I didn't even know he had a sister.
Happy birthday, Vic.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday,
We'll
Vic.
talk about that Johnny Depp Amanda Heard situation
Victor.
tomorrow. That is a really bad deal. Talking about X. Those two will never be friends.
I wasn't going to sing.
She defecated
What if they
on,
are
she
after all of this?
No, she defecated on his bed or something.
Oh, my.
But then she
Oh,
apologized.
she's straight up cray.
Yeah.
That chick cray.
Yeah.
Cray.
Have a great day. We'll see you for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9.